สวัสดีครับ Greetings from Bangkok once again Kasit Piromya, and it would not be quite normal if I were not to say something more about the current state of the Thai-Cambodian relations, in view of the fact that the Thai Prime Minister has suspended the joint statement or declaration which he concluded and signed together with his counterpart, the Prime Minister of Cambodia, Somdet Hunmanet, in Kuala Lumpur a few weeks ago, in the presence of the Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim and in the presence of the President of the United States of America, His Excellency Donald Trump. So it was a commitment between the two countries and two leaders, not only unto themselves, but to the international community at large. And suddenly, the Thai side decided to suspend the joint declaration, which I myself do disagree. I think the decision was done in a very hasty, abrupt manner, without adequate thought, even contemplation. Because to suspend the joint communique, it would mean that what was being agreed upon, or the contents of the joint statement, would not be implemented. But problems still exist. Whether the question of the landmines, the deployment or redeployment of the heavy weapons along the Thai-Cambodian border, the attempt to overcome cross-border crimes and the existence of so many illegal casino and scam centers in Cambodia and so on. Such activities would be suspended as a result of the suspension of the joint communique, which came about because a couple of Thai soldiers were injured by the Cambodian landmines. But that one particular incident led to the decision of the Thai Prime Minister to suspend the joint statement or declaration. And I find it difficult to link one particular incident to the suspension of a joint communique that has many important elements in it. So the question is that in spite of the suspension, could the two prime ministers talk to one another? And from my point of view, there is no obstacle, there is no inhibition for the two prime ministers to pick up the phone and speak to one another, because the dialogue, the conversation and the consultation must go on. Each side has to take a step back, stop this aerial verbal propaganda, come back to their senses and sensibility, because the two countries could not continue to be in the state of confrontation and distrust. There are so many positive things to do together. And both leaders have to think of the negative effect on the very viability of the ASEAN community and also to the viability of the cooperation on the Mekong River basin. The two countries are members of both the Mekong cooperation as well as the ASEAN community. And the problems between the two countries have already affected the two entities, the Mekong cooperation as well as the ASEAN community. So we have the two countries, the two prime ministers have also obligation not only unto the Thai and the Cambodian people, but also to the citizens of the Mekong River Basin, as well as to the citizens of the ASEAN community as a whole. So, I would like to urge the two prime ministers to take a step back, come back to their senses, and think about the common good and a common future. Because to continue in this confrontational posturing or manner, it's detrimental to the two countries as a whole in terms of the image and the perception of the international community, in terms of the uncertainty on the life security, the economic activities by the private sector, by ordinary people of the two countries and so on. So everyone has lost, and if this confrontational situation continues, everyone will lose much more. And both countries are still developing countries. We do not have the unlimited resources to increase military spending in order to confront one another. We need to divert military expenditures to a certain extent to be allocated or to be allotted for socio-economic development, which is very much needed in the two countries. And on top of that, the Thai and the Cambodian people have so much in commonalities. The two peoples are like blood brothers and sisters. We more or less came from the same cultural heritage forthcoming from the Indian subcontinent, with the addition of civilizational elements forthcoming from the Middle East and from Northeast Asia. The physical appearances of the two peoples are indistinguishable. We look so similar. We have the same religious and cultural belief, a lot of traditions that are quite similar, borrowed from one another, exchanged with one another. Everything is mixed. And history of the past with wars and so on is the things of the past. We have to accept what started or happened in the past and not to repeat the same mistake, and not to use the past to be an agenda for the current and future relationship. The two countries and the peoples must move forward and that needs the vision and the sense of purpose of the two prime ministers. They have the duty and they have the obligation to the two countries and peoples on the peacemaking and in the search for the realization of common prosperity. Thank you very much. ขอบคุณมากครับ